Christmas cake, Buche De Noel, Yule, whatever you call it, this cake is a must on my holiday table. It is so festive, so chocolatey, and so good. Let me show you how to make a great one, and let's get started. I'm gonna start making the sponge roll, and the sponge roll is very light and airy. It doesn't have any butter. I'm gonna add butter to the surface of the pan and spread it very well. Add parchment paper and another layer of butter and flour all over. I don't want the sponge roll to stick to the pan. Remove the excess, set it aside, and we're gonna start working on the batter. I start mixing the egg whites, and here I have 3 large egg whites. I'm gonna whip a little bit, add 1 tablespoon of sugar, granulated sugar. You're gonna whip the egg whites until it becomes something like this. You don't wanna over whip the egg whites because they're gonna continue to cook in the oven. Set aside and work on the egg yolk mixture. And here I added 3 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. And I usually bake with extra large eggs, 65 grams each. The outcome is always better. You don't need to clean the electric whisk or anything. You're gonna whip the egg yolks, add 75 grams of granulated sugar. Let it become very light and frothy. See how it's forming ribbons on top of the batter? This is what you're looking for. It's becoming thick. I'm gonna turn it off. This process will take 3 to 4 minutes. If you're using a stand mixer, this will go faster. I add a touch of vanilla extract, and now I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients. And here I have 30 grams of cake flour. I add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and that's gonna give me a very soft cake. 2 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa. A touch of salt. I mix all the dry ingredients together, and I'm gonna sift them gradually on top of the batter. You're gonna mix the dry ingredients very gently, just like you're seeing here, until all the dry ingredients are absorbed and incorporated well. And that's gonna take a couple of minutes because you don't want to use the whisk. You're gonna use the rubber spatula and fold just like this. Spread evenly onto your prepared greased pan, and you're gonna bake at 350 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes. Try to spread as evenly as you possibly can. And like I always say, every oven is different, so keep an eye on it. The cake is out of the oven and it's looking perfect. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, and I'm gonna flip it just like so. The cake is cooler but still warm enough for me to be able to roll it to keep its shape. I set it aside and I'm gonna work on the filling. And for the chocolate filling, I'm using heavy whipping cream, cocoa powder, sugar, and some vanilla extract. You're gonna whip until it becomes very creamy. And with whipping cream, you don't want to over whip. You have to be very careful. Stop right there. You're gonna refrigerate the chocolate cream until you're ready to use. And as always, I'll leave all the amounts and all the ingredients in the description box below, so check it out. Unroll the chocolate sponge cake, and you're gonna spread the whole thing evenly. Make sure the sponge roll is cooled down completely before you add the whipping cream. When you make this cake right, it literally melts in your mouth. You have to be careful to do these 3 things right. Mix the egg yolks very well, and don't overmix the batter when you add the flour, and don't overcook in the oven. Move to the serving platter, and now I'm gonna work on the cover, the ganache cover. I heated the heavy cream. I'm gonna add the chocolate, half semi-sweet and half milk chocolate. I'm gonna let it melt, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter towards the end. Mix very well until it becomes very silky and very shiny. You can add it to the cake right away. It's gonna be like a glaze then, or you can wait for it to cool a little bit, place it in the fridge, and it's gonna be a spreadable cover. Look how shiny and beautiful and silky smooth the chocolate sauce is. I'm gonna wait for it to cool a little bit. I'm gonna place it in the fridge for half an hour before I can spread it on top of the cake. This cake will taste better if you leave it for a day or 2 in the fridge. And if you're liking my recipes and want to see more, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my recipes, and follow me on social media. The links are going to be in the description box below. I'm going to place it in the fridge to set a little bit, and I'm going to work on the decoration. You can make it look like a log. I'm gonna decorate it with some trees. I printed out some trees, and I'm gonna fill them with tempered chocolate. I'm slicing a piece, and I'm gonna set it somewhere in the middle just to give the look of a log. I decorate a mushroom or 2. You can make the mushroom out of meringue cookie or marzipan or even fondant. You can add some gold dust to the chocolate to give it a glamorous look. You can achieve this look, or you can achieve the fun, whimsical mushroom look. And you can add some rosemaries. I dip them in some sugar and decorate with some cinnamon. The choice is yours how you want to decorate your Buche De Noel. Finish the look with some cinnamon sticks and a little bit of granulated sugar to give the snow effect. I'm really happy with how this cake turned out. The taste was amazing, so moist, and it melts in your mouth. I hope you give it a try soon and leave me a comment in the comments box below. And until next time, bon appétit!